Am I supposed to look in the camera?
You can. You do whatever you want.
All right.
What's going on, guys? Jacob here at the Nutrition Store, and today I have a friend of mine. His name's Matt Gearheart. He's a student at Sherman Chiropractic College. Is that correct?
Yep.
He's finishing up actually pretty soon, right?
We got about a year and a half left, let's say. Ninth quarter.
Awesome. Yeah, so Matt is an extremely knowledgeable guy. He has a background in some bodybuilding and fitness as well. So, you know, combining those two aspects of knowledge and research is awesome when I get to talk to somebody like this. Tell us a little bit more about kind of your background and what got you started in chiropractic.
Okay, man. Yeah, so I'm from Indiana, small town Indiana, and I got a bachelor's in exercise science from a small Indiana Wesleyan University in Indiana. And then, let's say, like a month after graduation, I moved out here and started this program at Sherman College. So my grandmother was significantly helped by chiropractic in ways. I mean, we're talking like living off morphine patches, you know, just a ton of pain medication and stuff. And they really couldn't figure out what was wrong, you know. And, you know, so finally, kind of like a last resort, she just went to a chiropractor. You know, she was, I mean, we're talking, she was sitting straight up in her recliner at night. That's the only way she could possibly sleep, you know. Wow. And so she started going and getting adjusted, man, and just wasn't overnight, but progressively over the next few weeks, you know. She started feeling better. Then she talked me into, you know, shadowing him. I just needed one visit, man. I had never been adjusted, and I saw what he did, loved the preventative, health-focused approach of the chiropractic, and I was like, I'm doing it.
He mentioned one word, preventative. And, you know, when in the bodybuilding and fitness in general, it's very important to prevent injuries so that we can keep going longer and make this a lifelong hobby of ours. Is that kind of the model that you take?
Coming from a fitness background and being active, I understand that, you know, you don't want to, I like to lift, like, you know, every day I like to function at my best, like lift heavy weight and stuff.
Right.
And I notice, you know, if you're in pain or you're not, you know, your body's not functioning properly, you know, you don't want those setbacks. So what really sold me on it was the holistic preventative approach it took to where, you know, you get adjusted, you know, to live better and do the things you love to do versus, you know, waiting until I can't even, you know, even barely get out of bed and walk and then have it happen. You know?
Yeah, because at that point you're screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, so yeah, absolutely, man.
Right.
And that's something that if you've ever been in pain, you understand how bad, like, a lot of us take it for granted when we, you know, we feel great every day, but there are people that like physically cannot do things they love to do. Right. You know, even something as simple as picking up your grandchild or things like that.
Yeah, so. And those kind of issues, I guess, compile over time, and then, you know, you end up just at the screwed.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. Absolutely. It's one of those things where it's a little ache and pain, and you just kind of like brush it off, you know? And then it's just a cascade of events, and then boom, finally you're like, holy cow, how did I even get here? You know, it just kind of sneaks up on you.
That reminds me of an analogy in fitness or nutrition. It's like, you know, you keep saying you're going to do it tomorrow, you're going to start tomorrow, and then 6 months later you wake up fat. Oh, how did this happen?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, it didn't happen overnight.
Exactly,
man.
So taking the preventative approach can definitely help benefit you long term. You know, because all of us, you see these bodybuilders these days, they're dying young. Obviously, that has to do with a lot of other factors. But injury can play a big role in your longevity in the sport or in fitness. So I think that's just awesome. Speaking of your background in bodybuilding, is there do you think there's a correlation, you know, between bodybuilding itself and chiropractic care?
Absolutely,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, even the greats, like Arnold Schwarzenegger was, you know, he utilized chiropractic. Actually, Franco Columbu is a chiropractor now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. A lot of people don't really realize that. Nowadays, every sports team, you know, uses chiropractors. The Utah Jazz that year, you look, and their injury rate was significantly lower than the rest of the league. And and you look at that, and when the chiropractor left that team, the you know, the injury rate significantly went up. Right. And so it's just funny. There's one of those small things we talk about, that preventative approach. You know, in athletics.
That's awesome. I mean, then that's once again just promoting the longevity in the sport. And
absolutely,
I think
man.
That's
absolutely,
awesome,
and not just sports; it's everyday life. You know, or you think about ergonomics when everyone, you know. Nowadays, a lot of people sit. We look at our phone. We get that text neck. You know, those things. Ergonomically. You know that everyone, not even just athletes, but everyday people. You know, with desk jobs or even the you know, construction workers, those kind of people. You know, it's really vital, I think, to play that preventative approach. As
you can tell, guys and girls, he's very research based, very well spoken, and that's why I like bringing in people like this to talk and kind of get to know more about their story. So you know, Max, great resource if you're interested in chiropractic or, you know, want to learn more about the intricacies of prevention and making sure that you stay in longevity of the sport. But Mac, thanks so much, man, for coming on with us and coming in here. I really do appreciate it. But thanks everybody for watching, and y'all have a great day.